Jamie O'Sullivan here, PGA Professional and Rosslare Golf Links. Hope you're all keeping well. We'll hopefully be back golfing in the next couple of weeks, and I want to give you a couple of tips today on how to control your wedge distances. For a lot of amateurs I play with, they find that when they get into a position that they're not playing a full shot, say with their sand wedge, that they find it very difficult to control the strike and the distance actually of the shot. When we're hitting a wedge, what happens is the harder we hit a wedge, the higher it spins up in the air and it loses a bit of control. I hit my sand wedge probably around 90-95 yards full out, and when I'm faced with a shot of about 60 yards, I could go to my lob wedge, but as I said before, the harder I hit my lob wedge, the more it goes into the air and the less control I have. When I'm playing in windy conditions like we are in Rosslare a lot of the time on the links golf course, that's not always a great option. So what I like to try and do is I like to control and maybe play, I can play a 60-yard shot and a 30-yard shot with my sand wedge, and I do this with controlling the length of my swing. It's a very, very simple thing, and I try to use the analogy of a clock. So if I stand here like this, my feet would be 6, my head would be 12. My left arm is at 3 o'clock now, my right arm is at 9 o'clock. What I like to try and do is control the length of my swing with that clock-based analogy. So first of all, I'm going to try and hit what I find is my full normal swing. Then I'm going to, so my full normal swing, I'll just hit one here for you. So this is my sand wedge, this goes about 90-95 yards. Okay, that's a good strike, that should go that distance. Now I want to try and play a 60-yard shot, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and make the length of my swing slightly shorter. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and make a swing that I feel on the back swing, it only swings to about 10 o'clock my arms, and on the way through to about 2 o'clock. All the time though, I keep my chest and my head turning and my foot turning. This is important to get a good strike. So now, this is my 60-yard shot. So I'm going to try and swing it 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Good strike, and definitely that bit shorter. Now I'm going to try and hit one 30 yards. So for this, I'm going to again shorten the length of the swing. I'm going to feel that I only swing to about 8 o'clock here and through to about 4 o'clock. Again, keeping my chest, eyes and feet moving. Normal setup. So it's back to 8 o'clock. And through to what I feel is 4. Now, the swings there, when I said 8 o'clock and through to 4 o'clock, you may notice it was a bit longer. When I said it was 10 to 2, you may have said that was a bit longer, but it's what I feel those length of swings are. And if I can consistently, through the feel and the analogy of the clock, if I can repeat those swings, and I know the ball is going that 30 yards or that 60 yards, I've achieved my goal. Try this out, and it'll help you definitely when you get near the greens to have an advantage to try and hit those shorter shots. I hope this helps. Take care.